Hey, chickadee. Welcome back to Healthy in a Wild World. I'm your host, Bonnie, a gut health expert, herbal medicine specialist, and your personal translator when your stomach throws a tantrum and your doctor just shrugs. Today's episode is for you if you've been eating clean, avoiding all the fun foods, still feel bloated, sluggish, or just straight up betrayed by your body. So, now let's talk about why the clean eating checklist might be screwing with your gut and what you can do instead. Clean eating often turns into restrictive eating without your body ever really feeling better. And that right there is a total red flag. Diets that overemphasize restriction often reduce microbiome diversity, which research links back to everything from IBS to autoimmune flares to mental health issues. Your gut isn't asking for perfection, it's begging for variety. More often, plant based variety. We're talking soluble fiber, insoluble fibers, and resistant starches. A 2018 Cell study actually found that people who ate more than 30 unique plant foods weekly had far more diverse gut bacteria than those who ate fewer than 10. Clean eating often becomes a code word for eating the same 5 safe ingredients off of that Dirty Dozen Clean 15 list. It's a great tool and I love recommending it to clients. But more often than not, people will use these things or a restrictive diet with a list of foods you can and can't have to try and restore their gut before doing the pre-work. And for many of my clients with a gut in distress, those ingredients, they were just causing chaos. When you only limit yourself to a few ingredients, you're actually triggering an IgG food trigger. All right. My clients have, many of them come to me and they feel like they've been eating healthy or have been trying to eat healthy and it's still not working. They've tried restrictive diets. They tried clean eating, and I put that into quotes. Once we figure out what's happening, energy shoots up, bloat disappears, gas is reduced, cramping starts going away, acne and skin issues start dissipating. So let's talk about sneaky foods, okay? And some of those gaslighting labels, all these things causing some gut chaos going on there. Let's say you've ditched sugar. You have gone gluten free. You have gone dairy free. You're on your third probiotic brand because the first two didn't work. But why does your body still feel like it's hoarding a hot air balloon? Well, let's talk about FODMAPs for a second. Fermentable oligosaccharides, disaccharides, monosaccharides, and polyols. These short chain carbs ferment really fast, especially in an imbalanced gut. Your common culprits are sugar alcohols, chicory root, inulin, whey isolate, gums, stevia. These ingredients are in a ton of gut friendly products, but your gut might be hating them. So Christy is one of my clients, one of my former clients. She came to me bloated, a little bit nauseous, a little bit gassy, not able to lose a lot of weight, right? And she couldn't figure it out. She's like, I'm eating healthy. And she really, her morning shake was designed to be healthy, right? Clean eating. It had whey isolate, inulin, stevia, xanthan gum. Her gut basically started to say, no, thank you. And let's not talk about the coffee creamer she used to use in her coffee. We were looking at some of those ingredients, and the ingredients in the things that she was buying were additives, they were extras, they were these sugar alcohols. So we swapped a few things. Firstly, we swapped that morning shake for a little bit of warm lemon ginger tea, some soft scramble with some greens, half a sweet potato, and a couple of days later, and we didn't change anything else. That's the only thing that we changed, okay? Got rid of the protein shake, added these whole foods in and some herbal support, and within 3 days, her gas was gone, and she actually lost that nauseous feeling, and her bloat was starting to go away. Her clothes just felt like they fit a little bit better. We don't know if she lost weight or not because there was no measurements, no weigh-in or anything like that, but within 3 days, she really did feel like the bloat was going away, and all we did was change those 2 things. So we kept going with that. Let's talk about how restriction can create rebellion. Eating clean, eating on this clean, restrictive diet becomes very exhausting. And when food feels like the enemy, your nervous system does not feel safe. Chronic restriction actually activates your HPA axis. Your cortisol goes up, your stomach acid goes down. This actually diminishes protein digestion. Okay. That means that your protein is not going to be digested as effectively, and your body will not receive as much protein as you're consuming. Your digestion becomes sluggish. Your motility within your digestion reduces. Your immune regulation decreases. So, can you say flare ups? So, what this all triggers is this PTSD food fear, and it's all because of gut dysfunction. All right. So, after my twins were born, I followed all the rules, right? Dairy free, gluten free, sugar free, right? Now, I have to be dairy free no matter what. But the amount of hormones in my body trying to heal from the fertility that I was in before the boys were born, what allowed me to become pregnant with them. Um, the emergency C-section with severe um preecamp preeclampsia, along with some postpartum anxiety. My hormones were all over the freaking board, right? Exhausted. I mean, that could have been from the fact that I had twins and they were not on the same schedule, but there was this level of fatigue that never really went away. And when I lost the pregnancy weight, I was still very bloated. I could see it in my face, I could see it in my body. And what really helped wasn't the restriction, it was the clarity. When I finally understood that my gut triggers were a little bit different after having the boys than before, it was like my body did a full 180 and everything had changed. I didn't know which end was up. So basically, I dialed it all back. I focused just on healing my gut lining and supporting my nervous system. And in that moment, everything shifted for me. For me, really one of the most helpful herbal tools that I had in my arsenal was Kava root. It operates as an adaptogen, it's a relaxant, and really just helps your body manage stress better. That's its role. It supports stress response. And for me, it was a game changer. So now I recommend it to a lot of my postpartum women. So for you, where's the solution? Well, it's not in your fridge, but it is in your body's clues, the things that your body is telling you. Okay. Your body's constantly talking to you. Your brain and your gut are constantly talking, and they're constantly sending you signals. So here's what I'm going to recommend you do. Try this. Track your food and symptoms for about 3 to 5 days. Now make sure you have a section for poop. Do not leave the poop out. This will tell you so much. Either Google or ask me for the Bristol stool chart. Just use the numbers. That's all you need to do. Look for surprise reactions to everything. I don't care what it is, if it's a whole food, if it's, something like the creamer or whatever. If you think, oh, this isn't going to be it, look even closer. All right. Start your day with some sort of warm herbal hydration. Okay. We want warm, we want herbs. We're talking ginger, lemon balm, fennel, dandelion root, raspberry, mint, green tea, something that you will enjoy drinking, A, is easy to prepare, and you will be more driven to enjoy before drinking coffee or moving on with your day, drinking soda, whatever's next on your agenda, okay? Now, once you get over these 3 to 5 days of tracking with your warm herbal in the morning, I want you to set aside your log for one day and then come back to it and go through and highlight where you see things that need further investigation. Were there surprises? Were there things that we need to look at a little bit deeper and figure out, is this a sensitivity, like a real sensitivity long term? Or is this something that your gut is screaming for help and it's just not able to metabolize and digest that food properly right now? Because I will tell you, 90% of the time, not 90% of the time, please do not get me being dramatic here. Oh my goodness. Majority of the time, food sensitivities and intolerances can be reversed because what they are the product of is a gut that is just in distress and needs a little bit of TLC. So it's not that you need another cleanse. You need a translator. You need a strategy that actually fits for your body. So you need to really look and investigate your symptom log. That is going to be the greatest tool that you have. Putting things in black and white really eliminates the brain's ability to lie to us, and especially if you're writing it in time. So you poop, write it down. Don't think about it, just write it down. You go to eat something, write it down. You drink water, write it down. Do not blink. Do not think for a second. Put a notes thing in your app. Get a tracker on your phone, like food, my Fitness Pal, or there's another one that my client uses that she loves. I can't think of it at the moment, but I will put it in the show notes. Um, because whatever tool you use, you want it to be easy and accessible. Okay. Don't think about it. Just track it, put it away for a day, come back to it, highlight all the things that you see that you're like, ooh, we need to look at this. And especially surprises. All right. Because if your gut is still throwing tantrums, even after your clean eating efforts, it's not that you're doing it wrong. It's your body. It's asking for recognition. It's asking you to investigate and really look at what's happening so that you guys can start working together and in partnership, not headbutting each other, which is if your gut's in stress, that's what you're doing. You're headbutting your own body, right? So once you recognize what's happening, once you track a little bit, and honestly, there's a wonderful tracker inside of the Bloat-Busting Fiesta Challenge. I always recommend people take that 3-day food log that I have inside of it, start it on Friday so that when we come together live on Monday, what you are doing is actively walking through and highlighting these things with me in our group session. And you are welcome to send it to me early. I will happily go through that sucker before our live session. I geek out on that stuff, you guys. So if anything that I've mentioned during this episode is really calling out to you and you're going, oh, I need to do that, join me in the Bloat-Busting Fiesta Challenge. We start June 9th, so this Monday. And if you are listening to this after June 9th, please know that this is a challenge that I do every single month. And from this point forward, it will always be live because the results that I get from my live sessions are significantly better. Those that participate do not walk away with any questions, without any overwhelm, or without any guilt or shame. We walk away with answers. We walk away with results. What is the Bloat-Busting Fiesta Challenge? Well, here's what we do. We cut through all the BS. We decode your gut. We take that food symptom log and other things that you're going to work on inside your workbook and inside the community because we're looking to give you clarity. We're looking to give you next step direction. Okay. We want real answers. And we want to have a little fun while we're doing it. So there's some fun things in there. There's some mocktails in there. There are some journal prompts, and we've even wrapped up our community so that as you're walking through this live challenge, you have support from others who are on a path similar to yours. So all the details are going to be in the show notes. If you're listening to this and you don't see anything in the show notes, I'm not sure why, but head to wildfreeunbloated.com and come on, let's bust some bloat. That's what let's do it. Yeah? All right. I will catch you in the challenge, chickadee. Like this, share it, all the good things. Have an absolutely wonderful day. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I will chat with y'all soon. Have a great day. Bye, guys.